Hello, hello, welcome in. You guys, no. Oreo, you don't bring leaves in. Come here. Come here. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, everyone. It seems like it seems like there are a lot of people in here and no one's asking questions. So feel free to ask a question, and if I'm drawn to your question, I'll answer it. If not, maybe try another day, try another room, try another tarot reader. But I tend to be drawn to certain questions immediately that I will answer, and then some of them just, it's not that I'm not interested, it's just, you know, I like to be drawn to a question in order to answer it. So yeah. Okay. All right. Thandeka. Thandeka. What should you expect this week? All right, we'll pull a few cards for that. Let's grab a few more cards. Okay. All right. Ooh, what's that? Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. What should Thandeka expect this week? My goodness. Okay. So we do have something about possibly feeling trapped, um, feeling like the victim. I kind of call this like the woe me. Like, I, I can't get out of this, or why does this always happen to me? Or, it's kind of like the like, woe is me. So I think what's coming, let's see, you asked what's coming this week. Could be you just in your thoughts about how things have happened to you that haven't been the best, that you like, I can't do this because of this. Like you're very limited on what you believe you can do. And the fortunate thing is that it is just kind of all in your mind. It's almost like you're playing mind games with yourself. Like, you can do certain things, but maybe you even feel comfortable being trapped, right? Maybe you feel more comfortable not stepping outside this mentality, right? Maybe you feel more comfortable being kind of tied up rather than breaking free, because once you break free, that means you have to put in a lot of work. That means you have to put in a lot of effort. That means you have to change your mentality. And I just don't know if you're doing that this week. But what might be helpful is just kind of resting, getting away from people, turning off your phone, turning off your socials, maybe going for like a spa treatment. I kind of call this my spa day card, where you try to find things where, like, you find um, things that you do that are more rejuvenating for you, rather than putting you in this spot of like draining your energy, where you're actually gaining energy, you're gaining perspective on things. And of course, temperance, you got to work on your healing. You most definitely have to work on your healing. Again, moderation, right? Turning off certain things, that doing less of something that's stressful. Moderation is typically the things that you do that you kind of have to put a pause on, that you have to, again, retreat from, step away from. And in doing that, in finding that moderation, you actually find a really nice balance. You really find a nice balance this week. You work on what's harmonious for you in your life. You work on your healing. This does have a time frame of mid-November through mid-December. If that time frame, oops, shit, that wasn't the one I wanted. Unhide. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Thandeka. I do apologize. I do have to get rid of certain people out of here. So are you still with me, Thandeka? Okay. Sorry about that. I had to try to, sometimes I push the wrong name to hide them or get rid of them. And then I found a way to get you back on. So someone came in, I had to get that person out so that I accidentally pushed you when I was doing that. So I apologize. So yeah. So balance, 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 right? Get away from things that are draining. Get out of this limited victim-like mentality. Get out of there. Get out of there. Now, the back of the deck is a new beginning in love. It is clarity in love. It's an awakening in love, spiritual awakening. I asked what this is, and you just straight up got the Lover. So I do think that either love is coming for you, a partner is coming for you, or this could be a decision that you'll have to make. This could be a decision that you'll have to make about a partner. This could be Gemini energy, someone who's a Gemini. So you might have a new beginning in love. And then I asked what that was. It is a closing out a cycle. Closing out a cycle. Oh, no. Okay. Wait. This is a cycle. Hold on. This isn't the World. I always get the World and the Wheel of Fortune messed up. This is about divine timing. This is about fate. This is about adapting to something that's changing, something that's destined for you. Ooh, honey. You got some love coming towards you. Oh my goodness. So if you can get out of your victim mentality, if you can just get some rest and recharge, if you can just find the moderation and balance in life and find that harmony, well, guess what? New love is coming to you. And it is poureth over, honey. It is pouring over. You have either, this is Gemini energy, this is passion, this is love, this is maybe making a choice to dive into something, and it is absolutely timed and destined for you. So, wow, I want that kind of week. I want that to be my forecast. My goodness. Anyway, very happy for you. Very happy for you. All right, my loves, who is next? Who is next? Oh my gosh, I know, and that's like the overall energy too. So that's not the main message, but that if you can do those things that were in your main message, you have something coming for you, and it is all good. Woo. Like especially that, what is it? That spiritual awakening? Ooh. Someone coming in that just spiritually awakens you. Oh, Christina's back. Will me and my daughters ever regain a bond? Okay. Your daughters regain a bond. Regain a bond. Regain a bond. Regain a bond. With your daughters. Regain bond. I'm not sure what this is about, so. Will you regain a bond? Regain a bond? Regain a bond with your daughters? Regain a bond? Let me get some clarifiers on this. Not being happy. Okay, hold on. Christina, didn't you ask about your boyfriend last time? We asked about your boyfriend last time, right? Yeah. Okay, didn't we get the strength card? We got the strength card, right? I think the strength card came out for you. Having to wait. This is 7 of Cups. What's this? Okay. Oh my goodness. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Oh, there's a lot to unravel here. Let's just go through it step by step and we'll see what we can figure out. See what we can figure out. I feel like I just need to give you some like healing crystal energy here. Give you some healing. This is lapis lazuli. This is for love. This is for love. I'll put this one right here in the front. That one's for love. Okay, so again, I do feel like this is your card because you got this card last time and it came out again. So strength card, inner strength, being brave, staying focused, just staying in control. So whatever you're doing, just keep doing it, I think is what this card is kind of saying. Like, this is a card of vulnerability, of the soul, not using brute force, even if you're dealing with something, that's pretty dangerous, right? The lion is known to be kind of like the beast, right? The beast, and they're kind of taming the beast. So whatever you're doing, you're fine. You're fine. And then I asked what the strength card was, and it is a victim like mentality, feeling trapped in something, but having having limited beliefs in yourself, where normally you have inner strength. So I just think you're just kind of being like maybe beating yourself up. I feel like you're beating yourself up. You're kind of keeping yourself victim to something. You're keeping yourself victim. And I was telling the other person before this card, you kind of feel safer like this, right? You kind of feel safer, kind of wrapped up. Because once you break free, once you break free from limiting beliefs and feeling like a victim and being like you're a prisoner within your own mind, you kind of have to start being accountable, right? You have to be brave. You have to have inner strength, and you do. Okay, cool. Yeah, you do. You have it. You have it within you. It's just maybe you feel safer. Maybe you feel safer playing the victim, or you just always seem like you're playing the victim here. What limited beliefs are for okay. So not believing in yourself could also be keeping you from your children. It could also be keeping you from having a bond with your children because that's kind of scary, isn't it? Especially when you've gone so long maybe without having that bond, it could be a little scary tapping into that again, or you know again, sometimes it's just easier to be that way. Now, the next card is having options. You do have options. You do have choices. You're just very confused by them. I don't think maybe you're understanding how to use your options and how to use the choices that you have. Maybe you don't think you have choices and options, but you do. Because again with the limiting beliefs, like what can I actually do? What is more of this idea of what I can do, and what is this more? Okay, sorry you guys, the mean crew's coming through. They always come in the afternoon. I do think they are subscribed, and I do think they have notification bell on so they know when I'm on, so they can come on and just kind of harass me and harass everyone on here. So I do apologize if I'm doing a reading and someone just starts popping on and starts popping off and saying mean things. I just have to take a moment to get them out of the room, and then I can continue. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Oh, man. Okay. So I asked what the Seven of Cups is, right? Which is being confused about your options and choices. Is the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, loss, grief. But it's also a card of healing from those things. So what you may be confused about, the choices and options that you have, maybe you're afraid that it will lead to this, or that things are just so bad. Maybe that things are just so bad, or you feel like they're just so bad right now that maybe you don't feel like you have any of those options. They don't like who you're with. Yeah, my daughter, I went through the same thing with my current husband. With my second marriage, I went through the same thing. My daughter and him from my first marriage clashed. They were like this. They clashed. He did not understand her, and she did not understand him, and he couldn't wrap his head around her needs, and she couldn't wrap her head around his needs. And I think ultimately, she does resent me for being with him. Obviously he's the love of my life. So, she's my daughter. Um, so I sympathize with your situation. It definitely hits my heartstrings, because I've been, like, heartstrings pulls at your heartstrings, doesn't it? It pulls at your heartstrings is what it does. What emotional pain am I currently experiencing, and how can I use it as growth? Yeah, baby. I just think you're confused. I think you're confused about your options. You're confused about the choices that you can and can't make. Maybe it feels like nothing will make this better. Nothing will. But this is a card of healing, right? This is a card of healing. So maybe go with the choices and options that promote healing. Go with the choices and options that would promote healing between you. But don't forget about the emotional pain. Don't forget about the loss, the grief, the heartbreak here, because that's important, right? That's very important. Don't forget about it. Just how can you use this? How can you use the heartbreak and pain? How can you use the grief and loss to heal? And then it's showing that you have options. You're just kind of confused by how many there are. There's a lot. And this card is saying some of those are more realistic than others, and some of those are more fantasy. So always pick the one that makes more sense for you and your life. not one that's kind of like more, not realistic. Don't go for the ones that aren't realistic. Go for the most realistic options. And the moon card, so suppressed emotions that are suppressed, things looking scarier than they are. You run away from this situation because it looks worse than it really is. What hidden truths or fears are you avoiding? I just think you might be avoiding this completely. You might be trying to avoid this completely and you don't even know it. There are chances and there are options available for you to heal and for your daughters to heal with you. But it's kind of like accepting that, especially when there's an illusion, right? When there's an illusion here, you're not really trapped. You're not really trapped. Things aren't really maybe as bad as they seem, right? Maybe things aren't really as bad as they seem. It's just scary. You're just scared. You're just scared. But it's okay. It says embrace the unknown. It's okay not to know how this is going to end. It's okay. It's okay not to know. And the truths and fears and everything are going to come out, right? They're going to resurface. The floodgates are going to open here, right? Especially if you decide to do counseling, right? Maybe if you decide to do counseling together, right? Could that be an option and a choice, right? To promote healing? And that option might seem scary. That option might actually force you to see things the way they are. But I think in this card is intuition. So definitely listen to yourself. Oh yeah. My daughter also goes to counseling. She's been going to counseling ever since her father and I divorced. So, oh yeah, counseling is a big part of her life. And then she had and then she got diagnosed with ADHD, and so she goes to counseling also to deal with her mental state, right? And again, I think we got this card for you, my love, right? Didn't we get the not being satisfied, being dissatisfied? We got this card for you in your last reading. You just not being happy. You just not accepting something. Happiness is not ready-made. It comes from your own actions, right? What are the new possibilities? What are the new possibilities being presented to you? I'm telling you, the universe is trying to send something to you, and I just don't think you either want it or you're not seeing it. Okay, hold on. Didn't you ask? Okay, is this the boyfriend that you're with that your kids don't like that won't propose to you? Is this the same guy? Is this the same guy? Because, he won't commit to you. You're supposed to move on from this guy, and your kids don't like him. So, what's actually going on here, miss? I'm confused now. Because in the last reading, it's telling you, or we figured out that you should move on, right? From him. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this all tying together? Okay, and we do have the back of the deck, which is, this is typically a card of celebration. It could be a third party involved. Celebration, third party. And it is about patience and waiting for investments. You guys, no. I'm so sorry, you guys. My dogs are up and they are fighting. I'm not torturing my animals in the background. They are fighting. They're just play fighting. That's what they do. It's hard, but yes, all is coming together. Feel stuck. I mean, yeah, if he's not moving, right? Isn't he the guy that's not moving? He's the guy that literally would sit there all day. He literally would be there and he would always think like, what's practical? What's practical? I want is there a chance for you to get together with your girls for something or revolving around family or community? A social gathering or event be enjoyable, and then you've got 3 people here. Um, so I wonder if there is something coming up where you guys can get together, and it's just it. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, their birthdays are coming up. So yeah. There is a chance to see them and be around them with a celebration, community, creativity. Celebrate the love within relationships and friendships. And then you have the being patient. What is yours will come back to you. So if it doesn't happen here, just be patient. Just be patient. Just, you might have to wait. What's yours will always come back to you, and have faith in that. Have faith. Have faith that it's okay to be patient and wait. And again, I'm kind of dealing with that. This is so crazy how this does relate to me as well. And how I can sympathize with you. But yeah, I think that's the reading. I think that's the reading. I hope that did find you well. And of course, if there's anything else you have to add on to that, we can. Gloria wants to know if Richie is cheating. Let's find out. Your tarot detective mom is here to find out. You're welcome. I wonder if you should get yourself a tarot deck. Christina. And you can just ask yourself these things, and read these for yourself, because when I have a question or something comes up, I just love turning to my deck for, advice and you can always check up on the energy, right? You can always check up on the energy. So maybe just going on Amazon, getting yourself a tarot deck, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. And you've got the guidebook. It says I think you've been on this channel enough to know how to read, because obviously, I just read off the cards, right? So I just read off the cards and I try to interpret the cards based on your question and situation. So you could easily do that for yourself. That might also bring you some clarity. Oh, you used to have a deck? Okay. Your mom grounded you. Yeah, I always ask my daughter, I'm like, you want me to check your energy? And she's like, no. She's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, tarot is definitely something I think you might enjoy. You might enjoy on your own, and maybe get back into, right? Get that relationship again with your deck, and especially one that's so simple, right? It's got the reversals on it, and yeah, I think it was less. I think this was like $7 and some change. So, all right. Gloria wants to know if Richie is cheating. Richie, is Richie cheating? We have to find out if Richie's cheating. think I have your answer here. I was gonna see if I need to pull any clarifiers, but maybe we will as we go. Okay, so first we have the Five of Wands, and you guys know this is the collective card. This card comes out for at least someone during these lives. The Five of Wands. I think we all know what the Five of Wands is. We can all say it together, I think. So this is competition and challenge. It is a bit of conflict, but this is healthy. This is growth. So this is competition that helps you grow. This is, challenges that bring out your best. Okay. So I think what this card is saying in your situation is no. I don't think they're cheating. So what I'm getting from all these cards is that you might just have a hunch they're cheating because of the dynamic that's happening, and you're like, hey, they have to be cheating. You know what I mean? They must be cheating. They must be cheating. But I don't think they are. Sorry, you guys. I don't think they are. I think they might just be causing conflicts. I think they might just be causing conflicts to kind of like let's see what you got. Let's see how you handle this. Let's go through these challenges and conflicts together, and let's kind of ride them out. Let's see where this goes. Let's see if we can succeed, right? Let's see if our relationship is successful. Even when I cause something to happen, I cause this conflict, I cause these challenges. This is balance. So the Two of Swords is balancing, making a difficult decision, compromising, maybe having an inner conflict between emotions and the mind. So what's in your heart, what's in your head? Maybe having a small little battle with that. What's in your heart, what's in your head? Yeah, it's just balance. Balance is just needed here. Balance is needed. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles, family. Home is where the heart is. Creating a family together, legacy, material wealth, being financially secure. So you have that. That is not cheating. That is not cheating. Someone is unhappy, though. Someone is unhappy, maybe considering new possibilities. And that might be the difficult decision they have to make. Maybe someone's thinking about breaking up. Maybe someone is thinking about leaving. And it's just really hard for them. It's hard for them. They're they're unhappy. They're bored. This can be a card of boredom, being bored, not challenged. Maybe that's why they bring up these challenges and conflicts with you, because they don't they don't really know what else to do, because they're just not happy. And then we have moderation, right? Doing less of something so balance can come, harmony and healing can come. So maybe there's something you're doing that you have to do less of. There might be something someone's doing that they have to do less of. Maybe this is causing fights. Maybe this is causing fights, so you guys can just kind of live in that harmony space. But yeah, someone really does need to find more balance. I think if someone can be more patient, if someone can have more patience, find more moderation, they can heal, they can find harmony and be balanced. And then you'll have more of this instead of this. But no, I don't see cheating, honey. I do not see cheating, if that helps. I think cheating is just kind of this thing in your mind because of, all the stunts they're pulling. But they aren't happy. Someone is not happy. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. You guys, stop it. Do not need to be hurting each other. Jeez. You need to stop. Stop it. Oh, honey, I cannot answer that question. I cannot answer a 4-part question. No, no, no. Just one simple, easy question for me, please. Okay, will you get back together, reunite? I have no idea how to say these. Arjun. Arjun. I know that name, Arjun. Arjun. Nanhini. Will Nanhini and Arjun reunite? Will they get back together? Reunite. Will they reunite? Will they reunite? Will they reunite? Will they reunite? All right, reunite. Will they reunite? Will they reunite? Will you reunite? All right, let's get you one more card. Oh my god. Okay. I think it might be a maybe. Okay. So first we have temperance, which is being patient. It literally says maybe on the card. Okay, maybe. So if someone can, I don't know, find a way to do less of something that creates more balance, that promotes harmony and healing here. But balance is the most important. It does have a time frame of mid-November through mid-December here. Oh, excuse me. It does say the Eight of Wands is reversed, so it does say delays, miscommunication, slow progress, and a lack of movement, not moving, not really going anywhere. So miscommunicating, a slow progress, right? Moderation, slow progress. We do have the Six of Pentacles here. So that is being generous, having an equal give and take, again, to be balanced. So how much are you giving? How much are you getting, right? How much are you getting and how much are you giving? So there's something there about the equality and balance of giving and taking, giving and receiving, sharing. Being compassionate about that in order to have that balance, harmony, healing. But expect delays, expect your words, maybe to be misconstrued. Maybe it's not really going anywhere quickly. I don't think this is going to happen quickly. for you. Healthy competition. So if there are any conflicts, if there are challenges, if there is competition here, it's just to bring out your best. It's just to promote energy and growth. And then we do have the strength card. So again, just being brave, have that inner strength, stay focused, have that courage. So you said, yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought, honestly. Anyway, I hope that message was received. I'm so sorry. I do hope that message was received. I just kind of had like a complete brain fart right now. Yeah, just one question. Just one question is best. Okay, well, oh, Winter, that is so pretty. Winter, is that a male or a female name? Winter. I love that. So I'm guessing Andrea is female. I'm guessing Andrea is female. Winter is male, but this could be two females. I have same-sex stuff going on all the time. Oh, it's two females? Two females. All right. Whoops. Sorry about that, you guys. Will Winter and Andrea get back together? Winter and Andrea get back together. Winter. Winter and Andrea. Of course. Oh. So, honey, I'm leaning towards no. I'm leaning towards no. Okay, that's interesting. What's the King of Swords? What's the King of Swords? What's the King of Swords? Okay, I don't know if you are still with me, doll, but let me know if you are still with me. Will you get back together? Okay, so I do have maybe the younger person here. Maybe the younger water sign here. Possible water sign, doesn't have to be, but someone might be making a love offer or trying to apologize here. Someone might be trying to apologize, but I think the damage here has been done. The damage has been done. I believe that is a rock bottom. That is betrayal. That is pain. That is loss. That is endings, and in the worst way. Probably, like, think of, like, the 10 of Swords is the most painful experience that you could. It is worse than the 3 of Swords. It is the 10 of Swords. And it's about as hurt as you can be, and there is no more hurt that you could actually possibly endure. So what this card says is you have reached such a level of pain that you can only heal, that you can only go up from where you are. You have reached the ultimate pain threshold, is what that card is. So I don't think someone's going to want an apology or even want that. Okay, so the next card is the 8 of Pentacles, which is kind of like submerging yourself into work. Whatever skill you have, you are diligently practicing that. You are hoping that that pays off for you. So maybe someone has some type of gift. Maybe someone has some type of gift that they have, some type of skill that they have, and they are just kind of throwing themselves into it, maybe to kind of like counteract this pain that they're in. They're just kind of submerging themselves into work and focusing on that, because really that's all that they know maybe how to do. We have the pain, the hardship, recovery. So again, the 5 of Pentacles is this absolute lack mentality that you actually manifest unwanted desires. So something needs to change. Something needs to change. Someone needs to get help. But someone is definitely going through something hard. It's a hardship, insecurity, need, isolation. And then we have the World card, which is the ending of a cycle. So something new can start. So the end, the completion. I think this is complete, honey. I honestly think that this is complete. I think that this is done. I think that this is done. I asked what the World card was. We do have a male air sign here. This could be a boss. This could be a father. This could be someone who kind of like maybe has an authority, a logical, fair. This could be a lawyer. you know, maybe this person helped end whatever this was, but the King of Swords is there. And I don't think they're happy with what was going on. I don't think that they are satisfied with what went on. I think that I think maybe this person encouraged them to be like, "Hey, there's more out there than this, right? This needs to end. This needs to end. It's no good. It's no good." So maybe someone had a pep talk with them. Could be a father. Maybe someone had a pep talk with one of, you know. I don't think you said which one you were, if you were Winter or Andrea, right? So I'm not sure. But anyway, there is healing. There is healing and harmony in the end, but it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of patience to get to this point, to the healing point, because of this. Yeah. So no, honey, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I do see healing and harmony happening. So, yeah. I'm sorry, my loves. I do have to call it short today. I've got a lot to do, but I will try to be back tomorrow, okay? Bye.